Hey guys, so my name is Amy if you haven't seen any of my videos before, and I have created a blog to raise awareness on FND, functional movement disorder, functional dystonia, tremors, spasms, jerks, non-epileptic seizures, to talk through any of that, misdiagnoses. The awareness is so important because it can define you and it can take over you if you let it, because especially if you're surrounded by consultants, doctors that have never heard of this condition before, they know nothing about it. I've been blessed enough that I have a consultant in London. I travel from a long day and to go to just these appointments. She is one of 6 in the entire UK country, that can deal with FND. So I didn't realise how blessed I am to have that. And I've got a team locally about an hour and a half away that deals with it. My local hospital doesn't understand, and it is hard and was very hard for the first 2.5 years. So what I wanted to talk about today are I'm not going to call them bad days, I'm going to call them unexpected days, because that's what they are. Let's not forget, FND is recoverable. We have discovered this. There are obviously more severity to other cases. Every case is different because everybody is different and everyone's brain is wired differently. But to get that trigger down so the current board is working correctly and the brain is speaking to the body, it can affect a lot of other things along the way. It's affected my bladder, it's affected my bowel, it's affected my mobility, and I've come through a lot of that. And in July of next year, which I can't believe we're heading into 2018, it will be 5 years since. And when I look back now, where I am, I know it's easy for me to say because I'm on the right road, but I still have bad days. So that's why I want to talk to you guys about that today. So I was blessed today to have an amazing day with a friend. I've had a really busy week, so had she, and we just needed a couple of hours to chat and catch up and see each other. And I went and did that, and I could hear myself rambling towards the end and not thinking straight, and oh right, I need to go home. And it's that recognizing that is very important, especially because I have physio tomorrow. So my specialist physio is tomorrow, and I've had a busy week. I've been doing my exercises as well, which is added, so I've got to think about that. And you have to, once you physically can and you've been put on the right medication, you have to be in a routine just as if you were working. So don't get me wrong, on the unexpected days that I cannot unlock my leg and I cannot move my arm, I have what I call a duvet day, but that doesn't involve staying in bed and sleeping. What that means is I will get up, I will shower, however long it takes me, get into clean pajamas, comfortable clothes, that slouchy clothes, and I'll sit and lay on the sofa with a blanket and my pillow, because there's no difference to that than being in my bed, except I'm ready in case somebody turned up, or I got a phone call saying, would you like to come over and see me, or anything like that. If I felt up to it, I could go. But it's keeping that normality that's really important, because once you slip away from that normality, it then starts to define you. The difficulty with FND, as I've said in previous videos, and as many of you will know that suffer with it, it is 110% recoverable. They just don't know when. They can't tell you when. So I'm miles better. If you look at my YouTube video from 2015 into 16, now is remarkable. I was bedbound. I was wheelchair bound. I was 4 carers a day. My home was a living hospital. I've got a group of volunteers from my church that are incredible and have given me such a blessing, and they're helping me decorate my house at the moment, which is why it's so echoey. That's my scooter and everything. So yeah, you can see we're kind of getting there, and there was a lot more to do than I thought out, and I was trying to plan it, and it just went. I just needed help, and you've got to ask for help. Please don't be scared to. I always have been. So with F&D, as I said, it brings out your characteristics that are within you. So mood-wise, a lot of people don't even think. They just think, oh, it's like chronic pain syndrome. No. It's not like chronic pain syndrome. Let me just say that right now. It upheaves your life. But what other things in life do that? Everything. You know, I'm not dying, but I'm having to learn to live differently. And that is the key word, live. I let it control me because I've been told so long it was in my head, and it wasn't there, and it was this, and it was that, and it was this, and it was that, and it was 2.5 years of then being told this is it for the rest of your life. And with me, luckily having a GP that fought with me, and I went back to her and said, this ain't happening. Put me, I don't care where I have to travel. So I've been blessed, as I said, you know, with she's the one of 6 that can deal with the condition as a professor, and hugely busy. And I travel up to London. It takes a long time for me to get up there, but it's so worth the appointment because it's worth the treatment I'm getting at the National Hospital of Urology and Neurosurgery in Queen Square, London. So yeah, the unexpected days catch you off guard, and you can wake up and you just think, do you know what, today I'm writing off. And that's okay to do that, especially physically if you're really struggling mobility, you know, if you're in your wheelchair. And I'm not saying go and do a marathon, but even 10 minutes in the garden, just the fresh air and feeling the air on you, and just not being trapped inside the house and 4 walls all the time helps. Music is a big thing for me. I know I've been speaking about that before. So my routine, I try and make now sure that I'm up no later than, and I mean no later if I'm having a bad day, an unexpected day, sorry, let's change this, unexpected days, no later than 9:30, 10 o'clock, physically getting out of bed, waking up to take my medication and keep my medication so I can take it when I need to take it, and I'm not taking it stupidly late at night. I make sure that's done at 7 o'clock. I have that ready for the morning at 7 o'clock from the night before. So it's not easy to do, especially when you're living on your own, or if you're caring for somebody else. Of course, it's not easy. And see, I can tell I'm getting tired now because I'm losing track of the things, but this is what I wanted people to see. And it also changes your personality, but it exacerbates your personality. So you are still there. Your brain isn't functioning as great, but you are still there. The joy of life is still with it, is there. It's the happiness is still there. And that's what I did. I put a pause button on my life and was like, right, well, I'm still 26. I'm 31 in March 2018. That's a bit scary. And I've finally just had this realization that no, this isn't going to define me. This isn't going to be me for the rest of my life. I've got to do something about this. I've got to work with the doctors. I've got to work with the special physios that I'm being given. All this free healthcare I'm being given, I've got to fight for. When I go to London, I've got to take that. I've got to ask the right questions. I've got to be in the right mindset, and I've got to balance life in order to do that for me. So I'm a very sociable person. I love seeing people and seeing my friends, and I am too much, and I was naturally, but I used to get rid of that by dance, gym, work, and normal life. When I say normal life, what I mean is everyday life for a person that doesn't have FND. And it is frustrating not to get the answers, but they will come. They will come when you find the right doctors and the right people. And, don't be afraid to tell your friends, look, I may do this, I may talk at you, so tell me when I'm rambling. Because for me, I can then laugh about it and be like, oh my days, I'm so tired, and stop apologising. That's a huge thing I'm trying to do right now. I keep saying sorry for everything. Sorry, 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 sorry. Why am I excusing something that I can't control? That's stupid. So unexpected days are always going to be there, and they're always going to happen. They happen in normal life with people without FND. So I wanted you guys to see me today after a busy week, and I'm going to into Friday tomorrow. That is a burn on my hand. Again, overtired. I reached for the sugar, over the kettle, steam, and I burnt my hand. Not good. But it's not a major disaster either. And 2 years ago, I would have broke down and cried about that and thought that I couldn't do this. But I am an adult, and I am going to be 31 in March, and it's time to get a move on and live my life, because that's what life is for. And it is easier said than done, I know, but I really hope that this message reaches some people and gives them hope, because that's what you need. Every day, hope. Just take every day as it comes. Do not think about tomorrow, and don't take any of today and tomorrow. That's a really important thing I learned from somebody special, and from my mum as well. And she's just been incredible to me throughout the entire thing. My whole family have, and very supportive. And my mum and dad have got to see that, they tell me, Amy, take a breath, you're talking too much. Amy, you're overtired, we can hear it in your speech, you're slurring your speech, you're stuttering, you're starting to tick. So make friends aware of it, but don't let it own you. Because when it owns your whole life, you're in that bubble, and you won't be able to see past anything else. That's all you'll see. And there's so much more, guys. There's so much more. And trust me, when I was bedbound, I did not think that. I wouldn't be doing a video. If I could have been that brave then, I would have. Like I said, check out my other video on here from 2015 into 2016. That will give you some idea. I was wheelchair bound then. I was still able to walk, but my legs were just too weak, and it was boom, 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 every day, in and out of hospital all the time. Now it's occasionally. I'm going to hospital all the time for appointments and treatment, but I'm seeing it as different. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And I know I can say that because I'm getting the help and I'm on the right road. I've still got a major way to go. And like, as I said before, FND affects people in every different way. Every case is different. Everybody is different, because we are all different. And that's why I'm now going to wrap this up, because I'm ticking. And I need to get back to unwinding. But I wanted to speak about the unexpected days, and don't be so hard on yourself. That's a great song to listen to, by the way, because it's true. I think we are too hard on ourselves with FND. It's a disorder that you're diagnosed with, but it doesn't have to rule you and who you are, and it doesn't have to rob you of your happiness. Don't let it, because now, for me, I'm really starting to love life again, regardless of anything. Um, don't get me wrong, I'd be lying if I said I don't have my bad moments, but moments are better than days now. Moments are better than weeks. Moments are better than months. And ask for help when you need it. Don't count yourself out ever, is a big advice to you. And if you want to get in touch with me, please do. I've got a Facebook page as well that I'm doing this on, but it's also connected to my YouTube channel. You'll see videos of me on there dancing before, but trust me, when my legs are fully working, I'm going to be dancing again, and even better than before, because I'm going to grab every day now. But one day at a time, positive thinking, balance and routine. Sleep is a big key. Even when you're having problems sleeping, speak to your consultant about it, speak to your GP, because sleep really affects FND in so many ways, as it does in other people's brains. If somebody is sleep deprived, they will act differently. So yeah, please, get in touch if you need to. If not, this is a public page. I will reiterate that. This is a public page, so message me if you want to talk about anything. Or if you want to comment on a video, that's absolutely fine. Please do. We shouldn't be ashamed of this. And that's why I'm doing these videos as well. Don't feel ashamed. Don't hide away. Come out of the woodwork, because the more people that come forward, the more awareness we can raise, and we can start getting a positive spin on FND rather than looking at it as a life sentence, because it's not. It's not. And I'm one that I'm hoping I can help others to do that with. I'm not thinking about me doing these videos. I'm trying to help other people, because I don't want other people going through what I went through. That's really heavy on my heart. It's a really, really important thing to me. So please, everyone out there, if you're watching this, take note. And if you know of your friend that suffers with it, then talk to them about it. Please don't be scared to ask questions. It's the same as people are scared to ask about mental health. They're scared to ask about this because they don't know about it. Well, if you ask, then you'll know. But if you don't ask, you'll never know. And that's how I'm going to leave it tonight. So, difficult days, the unexpected days, like I said, balance, routine, sleep, speak to your GP, keep banging that door down, because a GP will find a consultant. Keep going back. If something's not working for you, go back. You know your body. Remember that in your heart. You know your body. So go to the doctors. Don't be afraid to speak about it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And don't just let a doctor or GP say, it's this. Be a bit more inquisitive. Have somebody with you. I found that really helpful, because you won't take in all the knowledge, especially if you're very early on in the process. And we don't look at the trauma it causes, and that's something you need to manage. And there's health psychology for that. That's incredible. And I was offered, and I thought, oh my days, they're thinking this is in my head. No, they're not. They actually just want to see what techniques they can do with you, how they can help your life, how they can help your change of thinking, how they can move you forward with your diagnosis. They help cancer patients, they help people that have car accidents, they help everybody from everywhere. So please, please stand up and speak for FND, because this needs to be awareness raised so incredibly. It's unbelievable, and that's what I'm hoping that I will achieve. So thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to say peace out now because it's gone over 20 minutes and I need to wind down. But thank you all for listening. Take care.